welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be doing a Christmas tag video that has been going around, so I thought I'd give it a go. I just want to apologise for there being no upload yesterday. Basically my vlogs are kind of just turned into me complaining about my knee, so I didn't want to upload pretty much the same videos I've been doing for the past few days, so I decided not to edit and upload it and just kind of change it up with today having a sit down video. And doing that. So I'm doing the Christmas tags. There is questions, loads of, all about Christmas, and a few YouTubers have done it, so I thought, you know what, I'll do that, a chance to do a sit down video. So let me just get to the questions. Right, question number one is, what's your favourite Christmas movie? I have a few. I have like family favourites, like old style favourites, and more kind of grown up version. So if I start when I was a child, my favourite videos as a child was Santa Claus. So there's Santa Claus 1, 2 and 3. Obviously when I got older 2 and 3 came out then, but actually like the first classic like Christmas film that I absolutely love was The Santa Claus, and it's a really old one. It's not black and white, but it is like not the greatest quality, and obviously it's got like, is it CGI or whatever it is, with like animation stuff in it. Yeah, it's not the greatest, like, yeah, because it's old, but I absolutely love that. And yeah, so I used to watch the Santa Claus all the time, and then I like the normal Santa Claus one as well, and obviously as I got older 2 and 3 came out too. As a family, we always watch The Grinch. We love The Grinch. I do like Polar Express as well, but I don't pretty much see that every year for some strange reason. So we love The Grinch as a family. Now that I'm older, probably been my favourite for the past, I'd probably say 10 years plus. It's not a Christmas film. It gets seen as a Christmas film, but it's not really. It's just one that seems to be showing every Christmas, and that is Love Actually. I absolutely love that one. I always used to sit down and watch it with my mum every Christmas, and it always seems to be Harry Potter as well that comes on at Christmas. But yeah, I absolutely love Love Actually. Yeah, I've been obsessed with that one since it came out pretty much, because obviously when it came out I was pretty much old enough to watch it then. But yeah, love that one. The next one is, where are you spending Christmas this year? This one's kind of a strange question, because I don't know if it means like Christmas dinner. We kind of, on Christmas Day, we travel around just to make it easier so we can see both of our families. On Christmas Day, we open presents here, and then when it gets to around about midday-ish, early midday, we then go to my sister-in-law's house. So we see the husband's side of the family, so my mother-in-law, my nieces, and like my brother-in-law, and yeah, we see that side of the family. And then after we finish there, we then go to my mum's house, where I see my brother, my sister-in-law and my nephew, and obviously my mum, and then we have Christmas dinner there, and usually spend the whole evening there as well, and play games and whatnot. So yeah, we kind of travel about, so here in the morning, there in the afternoon, mum's in the evening for dinner. And because we used to have dinner at 1 o'clock, more of like a Christmas lunch, but because we are crazy moving around, and kind of like my brother and my sister-in-law's kind of started doing the same now, like going around places, that it just worked out that we have dinner at normal time. And yeah, we are starved all day obviously, because we just try and have a big breakfast and we don't really get time for lunch. But that's the way it worked. We did that the first time I think last year, because last year was actually the first Christmas we opened presents at home. So always open presents at my mum's house, but it worked really well, and I really liked it because I didn't feel panicky. Because before it'd be like, wake up, go to my mum's to open presents, go to my sister-in-law, then go back to my mum's, and it was just all backwards and forth. This way it seems to work a lot better. And then usually on Boxing Day, that's when we see my other half's dad and his wife, and yeah, we see the rest of the family. That's always on, yeah, Boxing Day. The next one is, what's your least favourite Christmas food? Brussels sprouts. yeah, don't like them at all. I don't like a lot of Christmas food, but Brussels sprouts is probably the worst. I've never ever really eaten a food that I've put in my mouth and I feel like I want to throw up to or gag to. I can eat it, I might not like it, but I can eat it. Brussels sprouts is that food that I put in my mouth and I don't like the texture, I don't like the taste, and I feel like I need to throw it up. It's one of those. I just can't physically handle Brussels sprouts. I mean, other things as well, like broccoli, I don't really like it, but I can eat it. So, yeah. Right, the next one is, what's on your Christmas wish list? We don't really do presents for adults, really. This year we've decided not to. We decided that we'd rather focus more money and whatnot on the children and the children of the family before the adults. So, for example, my brother and my sister-in-law, we both agreed not to buy each other Christmas presents this year. Me and my husband have agreed not to buy each other Christmas presents this year. So pretty much the only presents I tend to get is from like other family members. If I get like small gifts and whatnot, usually like perfume or bath sets or anything like that, just like the usual stuff. But my mum tends to get me a Christmas present, obviously. And this year I have been complete standstill. I'm trying to get a lot of the house stuff done. So my main focus has always been getting stuff for the house, and so yeah, I've seen a couple of things I'd like at Matalan, a washing basket that I liked at Matalan, and stuff like that. So I asked Mum to get me that, but she just says I'll get you some vouchers and you can get the washing basket, but you might be able to get some clothes. And so yeah, the only thing that pretty much I've asked for this Christmas is vouchers, just so I can get the things that I need, rather than, yeah, that's our plan this Christmas, is only buying the things that either we need or we really, really want. So like the kids' Christmas, you might see that there's not as many presents, because instead of us getting these little kind of presents that they don't tend to play with, we've gone for what they want and what they need, rather than something to open on Christmas Day and it never gets played with. So we've really focused on picking very, very well for Christmas presents. And also we went to Disneyland this year, so that was pretty much one of our Christmas presents to them. So yeah, we've tried to be very careful, and it's the same with family. I try and find useful things that they will use, rather than spending money on something that they might not use and I feel like it's wasted. I'm trying to use money bit better this year rather than last year. Like I used to get loads of little blind bags and stuff like that. Like the odd one or two is fine, but when I used to buy massive packs of them, they don't get played with. So yeah, I've kind of thought about Christmas presents very very like a lot this year and tried to be sensible with it. What's the first thing you do on Christmas Day? Well, I've got kids, and that is get up. Usually they wake us up, so we say to them that they're not allowed to come downstairs in the morning, they have to wake us up, and if it is too early they have to go to bed, because my kids are early birds. So yeah, sometimes it can be really early, when even Andrew can sometimes wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So hopefully we wake up at a decent time. 6 onwards is probably okay for me, maybe 7 or 8. A lion would be nice. But yeah, the first thing we do is the kids get us up, or usually we don't get the kids up because they're always the first ones awake. And like I said, early birds, even though technically I am, but I am because of my kids. So yeah, we just come downstairs and open presents. That's pretty much the first thing we do, and then after we open presents we chill out for a little bit, have some breakfast, and then I tend to edit I edit the Christmas Eve vlog, and then chill out, play, open stuff, and then go. Like I said, we'll go to my sister-in-law's house to see the rest of the family. Do you wear your best on Christmas Day or comfies? I'd say a bit of both. I like to wear something comfortable, but something that looks also nice. Last year my mum bought me a really nice jumper, and I think that was the first year I actually wore jeans. And I did not like it. So last year I wore a jumper with some jeans, and yeah, not wearing jeans again on Christmas Day because you eat so much food that my, like, yeah, I think I had to undo a button, I'm sure I did. But every time after that, I always used to wear leggings, and then obviously when I was pregnant, I would wear leggings then anyway. So this year, I don't have a clue what I'm wearing, but I think I'm going to wear leggings and a jumper. Yeah, I don't know. I might just try and find really comfy, because I didn't wear my Christmas jumper last year. I was absolutely gutted, because I've got this light up Christmas jumper, but I might just wear that like now. Yeah, I don't know what I'm wearing yet for Christmas. I might see something that I want to wear, but I don't like being uncomfortable on Christmas Day because it's a long day, you eat a lot of food, and most of the time you're running around with kids and stuff, and yeah, and so leggings and some type of either dress, jumper dress, that type of thing, I'm fine with. That's probably what I'll wear. I'll probably wear a dress with leggings, or a jumper dress or something like that. Question number 7 is Brussels sprouts. Don't like them, not a fan of them. Like I said, I'm not a massive fan of Christmas dinners. Do you want me to tell you what I had for my Christmas dinner last year? I had veggies, salmon and parsley sauce. I was the only one on the table with that, and that was my Christmas dinner. Because my favourite type of meat is fish. I'm not a fan of any other meat. I don't mind chicken, but yeah, I'm not a fan of it. It's the texture I just do not like. Too chewy, I can't stand it. And I do like some veggies, but not a lot of them. Even like gravy, I don't mind gravy. Like, I love gravy and chips, but there's just something about Sunday dinners that just don't appeal to me. I don't know if it's because when I was pregnant with my first son, I had really bad morning sickness, and when it came to Sunday dinners, my mum had to do me like sausage mash and spaghetti hoops because I couldn't even look at a Sunday dinner. So I don't know if that's just kind of put me off of it. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not a massive fan of Sunday dinners. My husband keeps complaining that apparently I don't make Sunday dinners, but I have chicken, mashed potato, vegetables every Sunday, and to me, with gravy. I mean, sometimes Yorkshire pudding, to me that is Sunday dinner. If it's got veg, mashed potato and like some type of meat on it, it's a Sunday dinner, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm not a massive fan of a lot of things on Christmas dinner, especially Brussels sprouts. They are my least favourite. Do you budget for presents? Not really. Like I said, don't go over the top. I'm not one of those people that will fill the entire living room with Christmas presents. Even last year we didn't. What I'd like to do is probably what most people do, and try and aim for a main present and then get other bits. So yeah, I don't have a budget, but I don't try and overspend, if that makes sense. I always go for the kids' presents first, and then leave me a couple of weeks or so for the adults and whatnot. I just do what's manageable. That makes sense. I go with the flow on Christmas presents. I write a list that I think the kids will love, and then yeah, go from there. And that's it basically. I mean, I try and get everything on the list, but obviously there's sometimes I can't. But the kids' birthday's in March, so I've told them, like, obviously if there's some things that Santa don't bring, that they can just ask for it for the birthday. So yeah, that's pretty much how I go. One main present, and then yeah, just try and get most of the things on the Christmas list, because my kids don't ask. Ava asks for quite a bit, but Andrew doesn't. Andrew's quite sensible. Like this year has asked for a Wii, not a Wii. This year has asked for a Switch and some Switch games, and that's an Xbox voucher, and that's pretty much it. But Ava's at that age now, and she just likes everything. So she's into LOL dolls, Barbies, stuff like that. So anything girly, she's obsessed with. So I just make sure that I don't go over the top with Ava. But with Andrew, like I said, his Christmas list is always very short. This year's probably his longest Christmas list, and he probably still only had about 7 things on it. Usually it gives me 3 things and then that's it, but this year he's asked, I'm glad he's asked for a bit more of things. So the next one is question number 9 is what's your favourite Christmas song? I have a few. I like the classics, but I was thinking about this the other day. I think the song that I kind of probably get really excited to and always sing along to is, again, it's probably because I love Actually. It's All I Want for Christmas Is You. I love that one. As a child though, my favourite Christmas song was When Santa Got Stuck Up the Chimney, and I still sing that with Ava because it's now Ava's favourite Christmas song. But no, if it would have to be like my favourite, ultimate favourite, it'd probably be All I Want for Christmas Is You. But yeah, that's probably one of my favourites, like the top favourite. New Year's Eve in or out? We usually spend New Year's Eve at my mum's. What we tend to do is we all tend to go over, and then the other half and Ava will come back home because Ava gets really tired and goes to bed. But we spent probably New Year's at my mum's for like the past few years, and then I don't get to spend actual New Year with my husband because he's always here looking after Ava, and it's just me and Andrew together that I get my Christmas kiss off Andrew. My New Year's kiss off Andrew. But this year I'm hoping Ava can stay up a little bit later. But yeah, this year we're going to my sister-in-law's house, so the other half side of the family, and spending New Year's with them. Just kind of like a relaxed kind of, I think they're having a party, but hopefully the kids will yeah, entertain each other so Ava won't get too tired and we don't have to come home early. But that would be nice. But we'll see, because the kids, well, Ava just struggles to stay up that late. Even though sometimes when she's at home she struggles going to bed at all. When I do want her to stay up late she struggles, but she knows when she's ready for bed. So yeah, hopefully she can stay up this year past like normal, well, not normal bedtime, but to stay open, like to stay up for New Year. That is all the 10 questions. I'll also pop them in the description box if you want to do this yourself. But yeah, I just thought it's quite interesting to know what other people do for Christmas, because people have certain Christmas traditions and do things a lot differently to other people. So yeah, I thought I'd share that with you guys. But yeah, tomorrow is back to normal, I think, to a normal vlog. I am going to try and put some sit down videos in just because it seems to be easier that way at the minute. So if you do have any suggestions of sit down videos that you'd like me to do through Vlogmas, please let me know, because like I said, these ones for me seem the easiest thing to do at the minute. But yeah, I hope you have an amazing rest of the day, and I will see you soon. Bye.